Hey, everybody. I just woke up. Literally. Watch out, kitty. Trying to get in my chair. How's everybody doing? Let's see who's here. There is, Bob, that's the wrong link. What do you mean it's the wrong link? Oh, it's the link. It's not the link to come back here. Okay. Well, that's fine. That is fine. Joel, Dragon Lair, Patrick, and that's it. It's just us, guys. Yeah, got that straightened out till the cats knock it down. What's everybody up to? What's everybody doing? I laid down just for a minute because I had a back killing me and I fell asleep about 2 hours ago. I've got some fish acclimating up there, and I also have some over in the saltwater. One of my local fish stores, pet stores, is moving to a better location, larger place, all that. So this is their last couple of days at their current location, so they have everything 50% off. So I went over to get some crickets and ended up getting some fish that I really didn't need. I'm stuffed up. I am tired because I just woke up. Guys, this week I start working 7 days a week at the art. And that's till we get these last 3 dogs either adopted or in foster homes, and then we will not have to go there. It's actually going to be listed Monday for sale. But until those dogs are gone, we have to go there. And I have 3 of the cats I brought home to foster. I've got Twitch, and I have Beans and Cupcake. So that's why I was trying to get them out of my chair. Twitch likes to hang out in this. Come here, Twitch. Come here, you little hussy. Come here. She likes to hang out in this one chair under the mice. Am I still moving the art? Yes. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. We're moving it to our houses. That's where we're moving it to. Hey, Craig. What's up? I had sent a message. I know Susie was going to something today. I can't remember what. One of her other interests. So she let us know she wouldn't be here. So I posted the link and asked the other panelists if they were not going to be able to make it to let me know, and that I might not stream. And I didn't hear from either one of them, even though they both looked at the link. So here we see it. Here we see it. So what's going on with you guys? That's not the correct link. Yeah, I read it once, Huawei. I read it out loud. You might not have been here. I know. All the baby papuans are feeding good now. They all ate Tuesday night. Oh, good. What do you have them on, Dragon Lair? You might not have been here when we started. Yeah, I read it. I went through reading comments. No worries. I look tired too. Before I laid down, how I got my back hurting, because people love to hear old people's stories, is I've been bringing home some of my things from the ark, as have other people that wanted things back. So far, I've only brought home this old baker's rack I used to keep on the deck with plants on it in the summer, and it's just sitting in my kitchen now. But I brought home like a wicker love seat. Get down. Come on. Beans. Come here. These cats are still exploring. I'm in the dining room, and he's over on a table pulling the blinds down, the mini blinds, looking out. But anyway, I brought home this love seat thing, and it used to be in my kitchen in my little, it's kind of an L shape in there, and I've got like a breakfast table, just a little simple table, not a dining room table. And it used to sit over behind that against the wall. But I wanted to put 3 racks of fish over there, which I did, but I've taken them down now, closed them down. So it worked out. Come here, boy. Come on. Come here. Come here, boy. Here, boy. Come on. They're used to me because they've been at the ark. A couple of these cats only a month, or one of them, but 2 of them been there several months. But I brought that back, and it's pink, and it was like a dusty rose color, and I got it. I can't even remember where I got the thing at years ago when I first moved here. But I decided with the cats having scratched it up over there, and that I didn't want the pink. I got some spray paint, and nutmeg is the color I painted it, which is kind of a gold color. I'll have a shoebox plastic individually. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Hey, Jeff, welcome in. So, I might just walk out that way, guys, and see if I need to. We have rain predicted. Put this chair back under in case that little heifer gets in it. None of them have bothered. Uh, have bothered Fluid, one of the big cats, Beans. It's going to get a little dark as I walk out, but I want to drag that thing back up into the garage. Ooh, it woke me up. I need to make some coffee. And sorry, I'm the only one here. Let me get a light on. Oh, yeah. Dogs heard me. They were still in the bed, lazy things. Lazy things. I ran out of paint. I don't know if we'll be able to see this, and I'm not even going to bother to turn this around. The light's almost gone. I'm just going to turn it around. This is what I was talking about. You can see that this is the new color. It probably needs a second coat most places, but I'm thinking some like floral kind of, or even stripes, a couple of pillows that the cats, if they puke on, but you can see what it was. I ran out of paint. See the difference. What an improvement, I think, anyway. Of course, the whole back of it's still pink. Dusty rose. They keep telling me it's not pink. So yeah, when I took it to the ark, I had a foam pillow cushion on it. Of course, that was ripped up and torn up eventually. But it's not heavy, thank goodness. Not heavy at all. At all. It's dry. I didn't test it, but it is dry. All right. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Thanks for letting me do that. Looks better beige. Yeah, that color is called, what did I say? Threw it away. So I can't read. Nutmeg. Nutmeg is the color, so it's kind of gold, coppery, like a muted copper. All right. Yeah, I agree. Much better. And this filthy area, filthy, is where it used to sit back. And so it matched those drapes that my sister made for me, curtains. But it will match them fine still. Whole entire couch. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell disability, please. Don't tell them. Whew. I'm gonna make some coffee if I can find my cups. I don't see Trash Cat unless she just came in. One of them spicy. All right, I'm caught up, I guess. I bet you my mug, the big mug, is in here at the desk. It seems like that's my eating area now. The fish I got, sorry, like I said, it's gotten dark since I took a nap, so I haven't even got any lights turned on yet. I'm trying them. Trying. Here we go. Here we go. Probably move over there. The fish I got, that's what I was about to say. Trash Cat has to work tonight. Okay. The fish I got are 3 Denison barbs, and they're little, and 1 lonely emperor tetra. Let's see if I can get it where. Yeah, I can see them. A lot of glare. There's the emperor tetra. Whoa, something scared the big fish. Oh, I think one of the dogs jumped up on me. And there's the 3 little. There's Michael Black sending me a video. He's sending me videos of 2 carpet pythons, big ones too, that were mating on his porch. And then I got a nice sailfin molly, and I'm letting it actually get adjusted to the salinity. I've got several holes in the bag so that the water can gradually mix. He looks like he's doing great. Been in there maybe 3 hours. He looks great, doesn't he? So, I told Trash Cat, I said I loved her. I love her and Mister. I went in there and did all of that. All of that, guys. I didn't get my mug. Welcome to my. I did get it, but I lost it. What the hell? Well, this is how it is. Oh, it wasn't over there. Yeah, it was too. I set it up here by the fish. Hey, Paul. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'd love to get Paul to come up someday if he's ready to talk to us. Where did you say? She went to, it might have been her miniatures. You know, she has so many things she's talented at and so many things. It wasn't, I don't think it was an animal related thing. I want to say it was her miniatures. Pretty sure that's what it was. She went today. She's been there, I think, all day or all afternoon. And I had asked her if she would go live or post, and I haven't gone to look, but Haven't got any notifications she did. She didn't know if there would be Wi-Fi there. Sorry about the camera, but y'all are used to it. Y'all are used to crappy. Somebody that shall remain nameless because it doesn't matter. Used to give me grief all the time about not just my content, but my lack of quality of my videos. And of course, their opinion meant nothing to me, but they thought it should, so they would often in live streams or even comment on the videos, you know. So, but you guys know I don't give a rat's ass, really. The main thing I worry about is if people can hear me. I'm hard of hearing, as you know, so that bothers me. All of Susie's record second channels are the plant. It might have been the Plantique stuff too. Thanks, Wawa. Skating. It wasn't skating because I would have been worrying about that. You're doing okay? That's good. That's good. What reptiles do you have now, Paul? I would go in the reptile room. I've got everything on in there and things heated up and all that. I am taking care of my animals for the most part, but I'm going to be doing some feeding tonight. I actually picked up some frozen pinkies. I think 23. Didn't have quite a dozen. Here's one of these big cats up on my counter in front of me. I'm not sure which one. It's Cupcake. It's Mr. Cupcake. He came up to eat. Got six pairs of new underwear there. Went to Walmart and I spent like $210. I'm like, dear God. I have cash, but I overspent like $40 in my checking account. Because you all need to know that. I get my disability in less than 2 weeks, so it will be fine. I have a new tangerine bearded dragon. I don't think I've seen you post that, unless I'm just behind. I don't know how Q keeps 4 channels. I know. But she said that she hadn't posted on that one much, so I think it may be the plant one. You don't mess with the guy. He came with that name, and he's a big cat. I really don't want to show y'all all this mess from all the stuff I've carried in. And this was supposed to be, it's my off day, which is really never an off day from the art. Next week, I think I said I start 7 days, but only till those dogs are out of there. But it's my coffee dripping, I hope. But don't remember what I was talking about. Doesn't matter. Just an old man rambling, literally. Have to post a few pictures. Yeah, I didn't think I'd seen anything. I would remember that. While everyone's lurking while working. Oh, you're working. Said hello, everyone. Hey, Jenny Lynn. Thanks for speaking to us. You're not missing anything because it's just me. But as you see, people will watch anything. So, literally. Somebody told me that before I ever made my first video. I can't remember. He's not around anymore. Used to be kind of, popular. Just can't even remember who he was. But I thanked him several times, like a couple of years into this, because he said, you'd be surprised at what people will watch. And just start, because I was going up on my fish tank numbers and volunteering, not working at the Ark. And, he said, you have a lot of content if you wanted to do videos, and you'd be surprised. So I did. I just finally did start, just randomly. And I stayed random. I never learned how to make videos. So don't like to edit. I used to put titles and stuff in, but I got sick of that. So the coffee's almost ready. I'll be woke up by the time this is over. And now let's see. June doesn't go regular anymore. She told me that last time I saw her. So we don't have like a time set. However, I'll probably do 7:30 to 8:30. I could put the link in there, I guess, the correct link. Or Huawei probably could. And guess what, guys? I've started cleaning all my pertinent stuff. Started not wearing my hair like what you call it, sprayed hairspray. Sick of that too. Nobody got time for all that. I mean, I'm out for church or something like that, but I like it blowing in the wind, all half inch of it. I think I can sit down now. There he is. And these cats from the ark follow me around because they're not used to having someone there 24/7. And of course, they know me well because they've seen me the whole time, almost every day. So let's see what this looks like. Let's see. It's not too bad. Doesn't look like I can't read the chat. No, can't read it. The smaller Papuan male eats mice and baby quail, and I have plenty of those. They got 50 pinkies last week for the babies. Where do you get the baby quail at? I guess we're going to be on topic for a moment here, which is rare for us. Hey, Bruiser. Um, where do you get your quail at, Patrick? I got some one time to try to get the big uh, red tail rat snake to eat because I actually had to assist feed that thing. He was getting a little lethargic and he wouldn't eat for weeks when I first got him. Jesus, that's good. It's just like, I don't know what. Instant. Just the psychological. I have 2 mugs of coffee a day when I get up. And one about this time. If I don't have it, I usually take pain medicine both times with it so that I can relax and start feeling. Here comes somebody. Who's this? Come on, look at that. Who's that? Who's that big old cat? That's Cupcake. See, you weren't kidding. He's huge. Huge. It was huge. There he is. And of course, I have all the still like the art stuff and the junk, and I never have straightened up or cleaned. I work on it. I try, but just try to keep it clean and take care of the animals at this point. But there's so much stuff to get into and explore and knock off and all of that. The dogs are being great with them. There's Terry Joe. She's jealous. When he gets down, I'll get you up because he doesn't like you. You barked at him when he first came, and he doesn't like you. I order them from the frozen food. Oh, I hate it when it chips. Oh, California that I get the rats and mice from. Yeah, Rodent Pro's where I got the ones when I lost my train of thought. That's where I got those. I got 50, and that rat snake wouldn't eat them. Yeah, free shipping. But they sent them in a box with dry ice. That was the coolest thing. I played with that for 2 days in the sink. But they were frozen when they got here, and they it's not casual. There we go. There we go. Let's go back. I can't do that anymore. But the other snakes ate them. The ball pythons loved them, so I just fed them around as treats a couple of times. Hey, baby, you sure are a sweet boy. You getting down? There he goes. There he goes. Amy and the neighbor cat are best friends. Your neighbor cat looks a lot like that cat. Oh, really? Cupcake? I'll try to get Twitch over here. I'm probably going to end up keeping all three of these cats, but Twitch, when I brought her home, I kind of knew the deal was sealed. That's the female, and the other two are big boys, bigger than my other cats. Beans looks like Tibby, you know, my long-haired black and white that we haven't seen out here in a while. There he is. I said Beans, and he came out. See how they like their Uncle Bob. I don't know why. Yeah, that's not my Tibby. It looks a lot like him. Out of the corner of my eye, I think one is the wrong one all the time. It's Tib Tib. Not Tib Tib. Uh-oh. It's Beans. Hey, buddy. Yeah, they like some sugars. They do. It's rubbing all over my, whatever that little thing is. That little pad thing there, that mouse pad. Yeah. Yeah. Terry gets you. Have you tried them with the corn snakes? The quail, if that's what you're talking about, you know they're so tiny. I got the babies, like 1 day old ones. It's sad, but they're bred to be food, I guess. But they're too big for the corn snakes. I had have one snake, that big wild female, wild type female that's so pretty. Hi, baby, you coming out? Beans comes and puts his paw. Well, both of the boys do. Puts their paw on me like I'm here. He's pressing on my chest. Then don't knock my stuff down. But only that one could eat it. But now when they're frozen, their head doesn't stay on all the time. Their necks are so thin, and I guess as they thaw, sometimes. The first time that happened, I was feeding the gopher snake, the big San Diego gopher snake, and when it struck, I left to do tongs. I mean, who doesn't when they're feeding frozen thawed anything? And it got the head, and it came from the body. But so after that, I noticed a couple of them were like that in the package, and I fed the heads to the small horn snakes. It's his big tail. It's a long story. I don't have a quail. No, they were frozen thawed. Why? We're talking about frozen food. We're talking about frozen food. Yeah, we are. You can come up, Terry. Come on. Come up. There's the Terry. There's the Terry. Yeah. Bob, my nephew's brother-in-law, just bought a Maine Coon cattery. I'm trying to get him to get me a fixed ginger male. That would be the coolest thing ever, wouldn't it? Where is that at? Brother-in-law. You're from North Carolina, I think, or South Carolina, so that could be over there, or maybe you moved to where you're at for family. I'm just curious where that would be at. I bet it's somewhere warm. Just getting ready to knock some stuff off up there, Terry. And I hope it doesn't knock that hot coffee off. I've got something that's bubbling loud, I just realized. So one of my sponge filters tubing must have disconnected. You're going to hear some hissing probably now. He doesn't realize that she's up here. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty. Look at there. There's Terry. Terry's looking at me like, oh, hell no. Why did you do that? Kitty, 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 kitty. Beans. And you can see why he's named Beans. Beans. There's Terry. He's giving her a look like you're in my Uncle Bob's lap. Yeah. Okay. No. Dothan. Okay. We used to drive through Dothan way, way back in the day when I lived over in Chattanooga, 20 minutes away. And we would go through there on the way to Panama City Beach. And a couple of times, I'm ashamed to say, should be ashamed to say, we've had a group of us like out clubbing and stuff, and we'd say this is boring, or it would be winter, and we'd say let's go to the beach. And I had a new Trans Am, and we'd all meet at my place, and I would drive us. Sometimes have 6, 7 people in that Trans Am craziness after being out partying. Of course, we'd get there by morning and sleep on the beach. I was a wild and crazy guy. Those dang kittens sell. Oh, I bet. I bet they do. You ought to have him get you a pregnant mom. Worm's given. I don't know what. What are you trying to give, Worm? She said, I'm trying to keep an eye between you and that big cat up there. I think my desk lamp is warm. I raised it up to throw some light over this way. And he's sitting in that light. I guess he likes the heat. Yeah, get him to give you a pregnant mom. Hey, Life Lessons. How are you doing? I wish I hadn't taken that nap. You know, sometimes a nap makes you sleepy. Sleepy. I forget that's you, Melvin, because I'm not on here enough now. Here's the other 2 new cats down here beside me. Hey, hey, Twitch, I'm talking about you. I don't think there's enough light to see down there. They've been knocking things off. There's a portable heater and a coffee table book. And that plate was probably under there. Paper plate. And I see where my brushes, the brushes were in, and the mug is broke. Twitch. Come here, Twitch. There's a fish in it. Come here, Twitch. Kitty, 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 kitty. Here she is. Look how pretty. Isn't she pretty? Oh, watch her twitch her tail. I figured out that's how she got her name, because she twitches her tail around. She was at the kill shelter, the animal control here, and um, she was one of 5 cats. I went over to get one cat, a little blue one with white mittens, and I ended up getting 4 other cats that day, and it saved all their lives. But she had been surrendered, that twitch there, because she had really bad periodontal disease. And that's something that's not seen a lot in cats, but some of you may know about it if you have a cat with it. She's only 3 years old, but her owner had her to a community animal hospital that used to be our vet, and spent 500 and something getting her worst teeth out, but then they decided to surrender her, hoping she'd get adopted, but of course she wouldn't with that kind of health problem. And so I didn't know that. When I picked her, I just picked her mother personality, and if they were talking to me, that kind of stuff, we had a connection. But when I had her to the vet, then they had some papers from the other vet, and she needed some dental work, but that wasn't included in what the adoption fee was. So I had her to our vet, and she had an abscess, and she had one tooth that was real bad, that she needed several pulled. Basically, all of her remaining teeth, a total mouth extraction, except her canines, the vampire ones in the front, top and bottom, are okay. So we fundraised, I did, for a while, sold paintings, all kinds of stuff, and people donated, and we raised the $480 something to get the rest of them out and get her abscess taken care of. We got her on antibiotics before the dental surgeries to get that cleared up. And she's all cleared up now, and she had been eating like that probably most of her life, and trying to eat. So she's enjoying being able to eat pain-free. She's in a much better mood, that's for sure. Bought a lady out and has 2 stud cats and 12 females. Oh my God. I guess there's a market for them. I hate to think what you had to pay for them. Sometimes when people buy out somebody's, especially ball python, but their snake stock, I wonder how in the world do they have to get a loan, or do they just have that kind of money? Can't step away for months and come back and can recognize Melvin's channel. Well, when have you ever stepped away for months? You're just saying if you did. He does have a sweet face. Oh, the one that came up. Beans. Beans, beans. And these cats all know their names. They came with those names. And Twitch. And we call them by their name at the Ark, not just Kitty Kitty. Stan had a coworker give me a chunk of Texas Holy Rock today, plus she told me where there was a ton more. Yeah, collecting trip. I've got a variety of rocks from all the tanks I've taken down, but I'm slowly acclimating it into some of my reptile enclosures. Another thing I bought, I was to another, I had to go to, who's that? Terry said, what's going on? It's just somebody's in the litter pan. We can hear the litter pan all the way in here when they're scratching. I also had to go to an appointment Thursday. About my taxes. Has anybody ever got a letter from the IRS? Well, I got one. I'm off to another topic now, but it circles back, like Betty White and the Golden Girls. Anyway, I got this letter that said my taxes were filed wrong, and that $2,200 is what I owe him in interest and stuff for the year 2200. I thought, well, all those numbers are the same. But anyway, I sent a screenshot of it to the guy that does my taxes. And he said, no, for when can you come? So I went, that was Monday, I got it. And he looked at it about 3 minutes, and he said, well, first of all, the numbers they have wrong on here for your Social Security and all that. And he said, we filed it right. They have their numbers wrong. Now, how often could that happen? So he redid the taxes based on something, I don't know what, and got me $200 more, not paying them anything. So I don't know what he did, but so he refiled it. So, and he didn't charge me anything either. So them sending me that letter got me another 200 out of them. Melvin changes his channel name more than I change my underwear. Right. I've known Melvin for a few years now, and he does like to change his channel with what's going on and that kind of thing. It's pretty cool. I changed mine, I think, 3 times, but I think I'm done now. I think I'm done. But anyway, when I was down getting the tax thing straightened out, it's kind of in like a little strip mall thing. And right next door, in fact, there's an access door to the next door that's Rob, Aquatic Aesthetics. And the tax guy and Rob are brother-in-laws. So I went over to see Rob then, and I was like, well, now I have some money coming, so let me get over here. So I got some frozen foods, and I got some nice cork tunnels, wood, some big ones for my snakes, because some of them are using plastic things to hide in. So I got a couple of those. So I'm going to spend in full. No wonder I ran out of money, huh? Just couldn't ever feel right. Yeah, he does. I could think of some good names for you, Huawei. You ought to put something on there about Amy if you're going to change it. None of us or most of us didn't. I was one that didn't. but then it grew on us. When Pam changed hers, it was Punchy 54, I think. Yeah, Punchy 54. And we all thought Pam was a man because she didn't ever live stream back in the day. And she'd participate in some of the deep OG Fish Channel, Dwayne Kitchell, some of those people. And I would see her there. And we thought Punchy was a man. And of course, she never told us. There was no reason to. Punchy 54? Okay. But then she decided she wanted to change her channel name. And I didn't like Punchy Paints. She had like 2 or 3 that she was thinking of, and I liked one of the others. But now it makes more sense. One of them had stuff about fish on it, but she may have known more than we did, of course, and knew she wouldn't be keeping fish. So anyway, yeah. I never could get her to say, except that I said, "You mean Punchy like irritable or jumpy or something?" And she said, "Yeah, something like that." She never did really say. Not that it mattered. It's just nice to know what they mean. I'm keeping mine a mystery. Keeping it a mystery, Terry. Kaler's Reptiles and Aquatics. Have to figure it out. People tell me that this name people can relate to, so this name is sticking. I'm laughing, and my aquatic channel has the same name. It has Alan TV. It is a good name, that's for sure. When I see it, I first think of like the lady that's the nurse, No Salt BP. I think of her, of life lessons. Terry, you're getting kind of heavy, and you don't even care. Where's your sister Worm? Worm's been hanging out in the reptile room. What's a Kaler, right? They'll never figure that out. Worm's been hanging out in the reptile room, and there is Miss Mama C. I posted a video with her not long ago. It's the first time she got in my lap. Mama C. Mama, come here. Mama C. Come on. Come on, girl. Jump up there. Come on, they want to see you. They want to see you. Come on. Yeah. There's Mama C. This is a day for the cats. Alright, you're sitting up there where I had my camera propped up, so I'm going to try it down here. That may be better anyway. How long have I been on here? It says 43 minutes. I came on a few minutes late. What kind of reptile or aquatic animal is that? Well, you just have to really, it's like a sleuth game. The princess, I think she was having a dream because I got woke up a while ago. She started to attack Worm, and Worm was sleeping like I was holding her, in my arm like a baby. And Princess, I don't know if I punched Princess or touched her, but she started to bite Worm, and it woke me up. It's fun sleeping. Sometimes there's 5. Usually old Milo will stay on the floor. It's fun sleeping with 4 dogs. Hey, Daniel. This is called the Sleepy Bob edition. I laid down to ease my back and woke up 5 minutes late, and it's just me. I think the next live stream is more than an hour away. Aquarium talk, what the fish hang out, or what the fish hang out Q&A. McStreamy. No, like I say, guys, I'm just not on here. Really, the only time I'm on here is to watch some of the channels I'm subscribed to that are not uh, mass media, like major media, like some of the ones that I like to get news or like debate takes on, stuff like that. But it's rare if I'm on YouTube and I see somebody live, one of you guys live, or a video pop up recommended to me. I will jump on there for a couple of minutes, but I stay on TikTok easily 95% of the time. I just enjoy it so much more. And it's outside of our little community, our little fish or reptile community. There's so much more over there to see and do for me. For me, do you watch a lot of YouTube? I just said I don't. I'm trying to be funny now. I used to. There's Blackie. I saw you sent me something, Blackie, but I've been on here trying to wake up. It's morning there. I was telling him you sent me the videos of the big carpet pythons mating. Really cool. Right outside his window, literally. Hitting the window sometimes. Lord, it's been so long since I've seen you on here, Dr. Black. You're a mod. I have mods everywhere in the wind, you know it? I guess. Are you doing okay, Blackie? There are people like Blackie and Patrick and Alec Kumanoff and Huawei and can't think anybody else right off, but there are many people that every now and then, every couple of weeks, or I'll catch up with them, or they'll catch up with me. So they were at it again this morning. You're going to have some carpet pythons. It's getting to be spring over there, I know, or almost is spring. So you're going to have some babies, and I can't even remember. They're live born, aren't they? I can't remember. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody that's had them except Patrick. Are they live born, Patrick? I like the surprise stream you did. You need to do more. I wasn't on YouTube because I didn't come on. Who's that? I don't know, but for me, live streaming just isn't on YouTube. And I never have streamed except once on TikTok just to introduce my channel there. But YouTube's not as fun as it used to be for me. For me, I'm not trashing YouTube. I'm just saying that's why I'm not on here so much. 9 baby palpin carpets. Are they born live or are they in eggs to hatch? I thought about taking that down. I did go through the ARC's Facebook and took some videos down. Today, I think. Old videos. Which one is mine, Patrick, and what's its name? No, I told him when he got them that they were definitely locked today. She let him know. I used to date a girl. Well, never mind. You ought to post. Have you got that video posted on your channel? Good. Shoot, thanks, Huawei. We're trying to get those two hound brothers adopted. One of them had somebody that was gonna, I may have already told you guys this, I forget, that was gonna bring her dog home to meet him over at Petco. I've been going over during the week too, because it's quiet at the Ark. All the cats are here now. We just have those four dogs. Tish, that old one that's mean, she's not mean to me, but the one that's been there, she's going to have to come here because nobody's going to get her. But a lady came by Petco and she fell in love with Vinny, the bigger of the hounds, and she was going to go get her dachshund to come and meet him. And I knew it would be fine if her dog wasn't mean. And I said, I'll be gone by 4 now because I have to have this guy that was with me. I had a guy from Life Bridges, and he doesn't drive, and they have to come and get him at 4:4. Anyway, I had to be gone from there by 4. Well, when I left at 4, she hadn't came back, and they texted me at 4:05 and said the lady's here with her dog. I'm like, well, too bad, so sad. So I made an appointment for her to come Thursday at 3:30 and bring the dog. And she called that morning and left a message that they'd thought about it and they were just going to wait. I hate people, I tell you. Oh, Mickham's here. I didn't see you come in. Oh, I was just poking you. I was asking you which one of the snakes was mine. Remember I told you I wanted a boy and you could name it? That's what I asked you. So we're back to square one. The psychological thing of that, or having one come back, which happens occasionally, but we try to screen real well. But it does happen sometimes, and they're animals, they don't work out sometimes. That's what Beans thinks of my chat. My two big pet rats that are in Floyd's big old cage over there just woke up from being here talking and running in their wheel. But see, that's all they did was just look. And I've had to leave Floyd here with these new cats several times and thinking, I guess he'll teach them like the others. And actually, Beans there had a lot of interest in him one day. It was kind of like stalking him, staying down below him. But he didn't ever try to get him, so I think they're afraid of him. Hopefully they stay that way. I've got to fix that. Unofficial. Has an unofficial YouTube channel. How many snakes and lizards have I bought in the last 6 months? No, in the last 6 months I haven't. In the last 6 months, well, maybe I have bought a few. I bought a Taiwan rat snake, and he's getting big. Every time I go in the reptile room, he's out, and if he isn't, he wakes up or comes right out, and it's like, where's my food, where's my food? And he literally does that, where's my food? And then I got the Vietnamese blue rat snake that looks a lot like him, but it's blue. And I got the carpet python. And I got the big green, beautiful green red-tailed rat snake. And I got one ball python. Beautiful. It's a young one. Santana serpents is where I buy online if I buy any. I've been looking at some of his new clutches. So I guess I have bought a few in 6 months. If you'd said in 3 months, it probably just would have been the ball python. Like you see where I hatched mine from my parents. Now, that was Steenfont's, one of those parents was his, but I believe you're going to give him babies and keep the parent. I can't remember. Try to talk a little reptile here. So a bed where you got 1 or 2 rooms. Well, what I had to do, Mickens, I had 84 tanks of fish, fresh and salt, and I just, through attrition, started maybe 2 years ago bringing them back down. I remember I had 12 tanks when I retired, like 9 years ago. So that's how fast it grew. Um, but I'm down to 20, I think 22 with water with fish in them. I have a few that still have plants or just water in them that I need to get around to emptying out and getting them stored. The tank that the cat's on there doesn't have anything but water in it, and it's bubbling all the time. But that's a 33 long, so it'll make a good little snake. Yep, that's him. Pedro's his name. He's got one of those pocket pit bulls, and her name's Elvie, and she hangs out with him. And he's a breeder now, so he has. I think he told me he had 180 snakes, or told the chat last night. And he's on TikTok. I think he may have a YouTube channel, but that was on TikTok. Is that YouTube? Oh, that's his website. Okay. But yeah, he'll get 300 or 400 people like Dan, just boom, if he goes live. He has a couple of big snakes, and one of them is usually out on the hand rail of the stairway coming from downstairs. It likes to be on there. I know what it's like. It can get too much, and then it's more of a job. Yeah, well, and then the ark, I started having to do more and more over there. But as soon as the building can be closed for these 3, that's why I went ahead and brought the cats on home, so I didn't have to clean the cat room over there and scoop litter there, and other people didn't either. But so now it's just the dogs, 4 dogs there. And the dogs were going to go to one of our volunteers' big fenced backyard Monday while we had some of the flooring replaced where they'd torn it up. But it turns out the person donating the flooring didn't have enough, only had half enough to cover that office and breezeway thing. So we thought it would be better off just not to, just sell it as is. Because most people want to do their own thing anyway when they buy a place. So they're going to be staying at the ARC, so I had to reschedule the volunteers that come in before me Monday. So it's all back to normal now. Went and rented a storage unit today, a 10 by 10. That was fun. One of the other volunteers, she's like our supplies queen. She picks up donated food from Walmart, and it's, what am I trying to say? Climate controlled. I was going to say environmentally controlled. But we went and looked at that, so we'll be able to store our food. It's near Walmart, and it's near Petco. And some of the stuff we want to keep from the ARC, like the pet food we have now, and some kennels and stuff like that. I brought home most of the stuff the cats were using, their bowls and litter pan and big food dispenser and stuff like that, since they're going to be here. It's always a problem. I'm better at cutting everything down and enjoy. Yeah, I've enjoyed going down to fewer tanks. And I'll tell you something, those that some of you already know, keeping reptiles is a whole lot less labor intensive than keeping fish. A whole lot less. I mean, you feed a snake once or a week or every 2 weeks, depending on the snake, and give them fresh water every couple of days, and change their bedding out a couple of times a month. Spot clean accidents, but it's not like you have to run. You do have to keep temp and humidity, but it's not like you have to be right on top of the parameters like in keeping fish. So keeping one baby and selling the other 4. So that means he's getting 3. I think that's a good deal you got. Hey, Alec. What's up? I was talking about people that I talked to. Alec and I caught up, had a nice catch up a couple of days ago. It's good to find out what's going on. What's going on? I had 2 as my second and half years of health. Half that made keeping all the tanks going and tortoises and stuff. Yeah, I can imagine. That's one of the reasons I really would like to have a turtle or some turtles, but I just don't want to. I think that would be pushing it a bit too far for me, the maintenance. Yeah, well, after this, all I'm going to be doing is cleaning and feeding and scooping litter, and just taking my time interacting. Went over to where I used to live. Oh, did you? Cool. Cool deal. I guess that's my cue that I have to get off here, try to get some rest. I need to eat something, and I need to check my glucose. And I didn't know 2 years ago I was going to be insulin dependent 3 times a day. So there's that. Y'all hear that bubbling back there? It's coming from the 180. I didn't know I had anything that bubbled in there. Crazy. Totally get that, Patrick. It's like my friend who keeps 75. Yeah, instead of fish. Even though he must breed food for the frogs. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to breed crickets or whatever, or fruit flies. Fruit flies are a little easier. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? I wish Chattanooga Ed was on here because he loves beautiful kitties. He loves sweet kitties, and you are a sweetie. You are. Look at that. How sweet. Oh my goodness. Pretty teeth. Beautiful teeth. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at that. The water is evaporated out of that. I need to drain it and clean it. Well, we're getting eggs and babies from the snakes. Has me excited. So I think that means that they come in eggs and then they hatch. That's what I thought they did, but I think pythons all lay eggs. I know ball pythons do. Yeah, that's the way it is. And boas give live birth. If that's not right, somebody correct that. Get your sugars. Fruit flies and springtails. Yeah. I still have my couple of little frogs I got from Kenny. Can't remember the name of his channel now that has the nature tanks. But that is correct. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to be giving out any false info. I know what I am going to do next is let my fish all out. Get some lights on in here and let the fish out. And check my glucose. I'm sorry that the chat was so boring and slow, but that's about all I got without somebody here to talk to. Daniel, you too. And I'll get off here. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me. And there was a link in there for the next stream, but Huawei said it was not for like an hour. Alex said a guy had sent some aquatic plants there, and there's a package from Pam. Oh, with 2 drawings, a wolf and a grizzly for my friend who just turned 70. We both went to California Berkeley Bears. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I'm glad she's getting the art out, because some people had told me, like myself, had been waiting a while. So I'm glad people are getting their art. Made us stick around and listen to me ramble. I know, twisted your arm off, didn't I? Take it as a success. Okay. All right, guys. I love y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me for a bit. And I hope to see everybody Sunday night on Tennessee Fish Mafia. Thanks, Mods. Thanks, Huawei. Good night. Let's go get you